Hey everyone, so this is the first video I'm doing for my project here, calling it Low Budget Disco. It's very not disco. Uh, Point of this project, I don't know, there's a few layers to it. Really, I'm back in school, doing a communications class, and it's focusing on new media, social media, things like that. So I decided I'd been doodling, as I'd put it, with my own music for, 20 years now. I'm 37, been doing it since I was a teenager. So a little band in high school, then life just kind of happened, took me in other directions. Never really had the opportunity to pursue it, and really I don't have any delusions of grandeur on this. Like I said, they're doodles. But I think there's some catchy riffs in there. Not a producer by any stretch. I don't claim to be even approaching a professional musician, skill wise. But, to paraphrase old Kurt Cobain quote, as long as it's good and it has passion. So that's kind of what I'm shooting for here. So I think part of this project I'm looking to, I'm going to start out with one of my simpler songs, not necessarily one I think is my best, but I grew up 90s and early 2000s rock, so I'm looking at Nirvana, Pumpkins, Alice in Chains, Tool, Manson, Nine Inch Nails, up to Seether, Avenged Sevenfold. That's kind of my bread and butter. So it's going to be really straightforward. Fingers aren't so fast. I'm not a solo or shredder by any stretch of imagination. Just very riff driven. Try to get a good hook. So I guess the points of this project are start out from scratch. I'm going to show just the initial riff and kind of build from there, and we'll see what we do on a very low budget approach. All I'm doing, and I'll scan over, and now this is kind of like my little music corner amidst the kids' basement disaster area, so if you see all sorts of other weird shit, that's why. But so if you see over here, that's pretty much all I'm working with. So I've got some guitars of moderate quality, I suppose. Cheap to mid-range, I guess. The blue D'Armond is, my favorite. Got that forever ago when I lived down in Pittsburgh. Cheap little Squier. Not quite so cheap Squier. Really cheap bass. Cheap drum set. Cheap PA. Little orange amp. Probably won't use that too much. I don't know. Just don't really dig it. A couple of pedals, a mic. And I'll be using also an iPad mini with GarageBand, and probably do most of the editing, pasting, and all that stuff in GarageBand on my Mac though. So the journey, the process, the let's see how this goes is part of the project. Something else I plan on doing though along the way is I'll upload those GarageBand files to public Dropbox account. Just gotta set that up and make them available to anybody. I don't expect anybody to do anything with them, but I got some friends that play around with music and across all genres, dubstep and things like that. So if anybody want to take a riff and do what they want with it, knock yourself out. If you're famous, just kick me back a couple bucks, No, in all seriousness though, do what you want with it. Or not. You want to re-record it yourself. You have Pro Tools, know what you're doing with it. You can polish the stuff up. Again, awesome. That collaborative potential, I guess, with this is something that I think will be interesting to see if it comes out that way. Again, minimal expectations, but again, this is a project, class project. So I think it'd be cool. If not, no sweat. And really, I think the other part of it is just, have fun. It'll be interesting to see how close I can get to what I hear in my head as a finished project, as the output. See how it's received. So, yeah, I guess here's a start, and we'll see where it goes. So, thanks for watching, and take it easy. Later, all.